Hey everyone, welcome back to my Superman Lois spoiler review. This season 3 episode 6. It's called Off Salmine. Superman was a little hesitant of stuff that he's been expressing throughout this episode. He shoots Lois one way and shoots John another. He doesn't see things of Lois's perspective, which in the beginning of the episode, at least because of Jordan, he learns to realize that he can't be there for, not be there for everyone, isn't necessarily what I'm trying to say is the fact that he wants to be overly protective, and he thinks that certain things are not necessary. Like for Lois, she wants to prepare herself to make a will to in case something happens to her, and it really scares him a little bit to the point where he doesn't really not scared that he's afraid, but in that not emotionally, not in a heavy way, but it's in a way that makes him feel that maybe it's a little too much for him, so he tries to turn Lois in another direction of the fact that he wants to not have that, and he doesn't want that within Lois's world, meaning that he doesn't see Lois's villain in that way, in the same way she does, because in the end of the episode, she mentions that the cancer is her villain, so it really is something that Superman has to go through throughout the episode. And when it comes to him and Jordan wants to go out there and be stand on his own, and even Lois actually told Jordan it was the right for him to save people in the flood, and that in the mission, and that he was able to go because of Lois say so. She said so. And in the ending, it was predictable, but it wasn't. I understand where they were coming from. It's just that we've seen it so many times, and the fact that it was predictable made it seem like, I don't want to say it wasn't genuine, because it was, but it's just that I feel like they tried to find another way around to show that Jordan saving Superman from the character that you see on the screen, the character with the vocal, she has like powers of legendary, you guys know who that is. But anyways, they tried done something differently in that scene, and it's weird that when she was attaching Superman, when he sees John, he sees John, down, because of the kryptonite, we thought that was it for him. It was weird to see, is he affected by kryptonite or not, and they do mention that they run tests. It's just weird that he is able to recover so quickly as if it didn't affect him. I feel like if he could have just slight damage, it would have made more of an impact in throughout this episode. And there wasn't much with that. That's the way that was. I know how I feel about that. And that one of the characters that Superman fought like about a month ago, so he's dying, and he tells Sam to call Superman to have him he wants to be saved by Bruno, but then Bruno says he can't, and then the dude that's killed off screen in that time Superman and Lois mentioned the dude that Superman was trying to save, and there was a part of the episode where Superman and Lois were talking to each other about the fact that Bruno wants to save people, and in a way, I feel like they're right on that. It's just the way it was. I want to say it was. I'm not saying it's confusing. I'm just saying it's weird that Bruno doesn't want to save someone right then and there when he sees someone in pain. Where he would will not. It doesn't matter if he was in the hospital or not. But still, it's just that was a little bit odd of that. I don't know how I feel about that. But this Bruno stuff for that episode. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, because do you like what they're doing here? Do you like how they're presenting how Bruno is and the stuff that he's doing and the stuff that the experiments that Dr. Herc is doing. Sarah wants to, she has to study for the exam, but then Sophie is that wants to spend time with somebody, so she wants to hang out with. She wants to do something, and she was also wants to eat, and then she goes off, and then to get food for herself, and then she also mentions to Kyle, who's her dad, about this fair that she wants to go with. She wants to, she's wondering when is the fair happening, and she just wants to have fun, and it's weird, like, I don't know, man. This character is, she wants to have fun, but doesn't she have, I don't know why, does that character go to school, right? Well, pretty sure there's like some activities she can do, where she can socialize or do something, I don't know. This thing with Kyle and Chrissy, they're hanging out, they're basically together, and Chrissy wants to tell Lana to know about what happened and then what's happening between those two. And then later in the episode, Chrissy tells Kyle that Lana was and Chrissy were interviewing each other. Well, like Chrissy was interviewing Lana, but she said for that. So she is thinking about Kyle the whole time, and then eventually Kyle gets caught by Lana when they're trying to find Sarah's sister, and Sarah and Jonathan are busy as well, and then Kyle and Jonathan are, in the fire station because Jonathan needs training, and then there's a lot of the characters coming together with that, and I feel like this part of the episode was really great. It's weird that in TV shows, kind of like The Flash, where like the child characters aren't really present as much, and when they are, it's a big deal for them. I don't know if you get that too in other shows that you watch, any of you watch. Like, once they're in the episode, it's like they want to, it's like the center of attention, whether or not they want to be or not, and then there's an episode about them. It's like that's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how I feel about that. Plus, the Sophie character got tall. I don't know. Wasn't she? I don't know. She draws very fast. But yeah, Sarah just upset with herself because she wondering why Sophie hasn't returned home, and then Lana is mad at Kyle again, and then not mad at Kyle particularly in that way that she was back then, but more upset on the fact that he had to basically he left his daughters alone, and how it's, even though all these things were happening. And in the very end, you know what, I was expecting the Sophie character to have a cell phone, and I said, why doesn't she have a cell phone at all in the first place? Why didn't, I'm pretty sure she does. Let me know if she has. I don't know if I don't really pay attention to that character that much, to be honest. But if you guys notice that Sophie character has a cell phone in the previous season, previous episodes, and rather series, let me know whether she did or didn't. Why haven't they mentioned it or used it, or just give her a new phone, or just mention you could have called us, you could have tested us, or you could have used somebody else's phone or something. I don't know. Great that she's so right. I really love the conversation she had with Jonathan, the way the stuff that basically that's like the sibling thing with Jonathan and Jordan, and then with Sophie and Sarah. So they have like similar initials. Sarah and Sophie have S, and then Jordan and Jonathan have J. Just funny parallel there. But yeah, overall, we did stuff in this. Really, I like the stuff in this episode. Those characters. They didn't have the Natalie or John Harry Irons character in this episode. Pretty sure that the John Harry character is probably like, to just say that he installed security in New Orleans to certain find a way to stop Bruno Mannheim from whatever he's doing. So, and then throughout the episode, Lois actually and talks to a lady who is also a cancer patient, and she's actually the character we least expect. She's like the cinnamon bun character. But yeah, overall, that was actually really surprising. I didn't realize that they were able to do that. Did you expect her to be who she was when she unmasked herself? I didn't. That was actually like kind of a twist right there. So overall, for the stuff about this episode, it wasn't the strongest one, except for the stuff of Lois Lane and having the conversations with, the lady. And then towards the end of the episode, Clark talks to the spouses of the cancer patients, and then from when he was in the beginning of the episode, he eventually opens up, and I believe that really will help him in the long run and see things from a different perspective to help that way he can understand what Lewis and John have been feeling throughout this episode. And use that as a way to learn from. What are your thoughts on the episode? Do you think the episode was done really well? Do you think they was a little here and there? Let me know in the comments below, and hopefully you enjoy my review, and I'll see all you very soon. I thank you for watching, or if you're listening to this podcast. I appreciate it. Any way possible. Yeah. So I'll see all of you soon.